Wilson Morales from Black Women TV. Hello, folks. How's it going?
Hi. I'm trying to read the sign above that lamp. Is it? What does that say? Steady up all.
Uh, Steady up all lines. I'm actually in Annapolis.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
It's good seeing you. I talked to you yesterday, John. But here you are. Obviously, you guys are no stranger to doing all sorts of different projects. What went into saying yes to taking on these particular roles? Toni?
I think it's really exciting to work on something this important and meaningful. There's so much within the story that aligns with what's happening in reality, right? And to be able to play such a complex character, all the characters are incredibly well written and diverse. And I think it's especially inspirational to see teenage girls come into a sense of ownership in their own bodies and, getting a sense of agency and sovereignty and just really feeling like they can protect themselves for the first time for some of them. There's so much about it that's just so relatable.
Mm-hmm. John?
Well, yeah, I mean, to be part of this amazing cast, all these diverse cast, it's so beautiful. When we were at the premiere yesterday, we went on stage and this massive cast that we had never seen before, but we saw the stories. And
it was the first time we were assembled, right? And sometimes meeting some of these other characters for the first time.
Yeah, and Latin and Black and white and Jewish and Middle Eastern.
That's what the world is.
Young and older. It was fantastic to be on that stage with them and to be on the screen with them.
So having said that, how long did it take before the two of you got to know each other if you had not met each other before you established chemistry that we can see on screen?
Seconds, right?
We had no time. We just jumped straight in. Yeah. Nice to meet you and action.
And go. And now you're a married couple. Yeah.
Thankfully, this guy is a legend and he's completely open and generous and present as an actor. So much fun to work with, so playful and alive. And we had this beautiful writing that we got to bring to life. It was such a gift and such a pleasure. You can never determine the chemistry between any two actors. And
you can't fake that. You can't fake that. You can try, but it's not going to be real. I mean, the closeness that we felt and the freedom and comfort that Toni brings to a role and to the relationship, she's listening to every nuance in your voice. So you better send the right signal because it's going to come back at you. And that was a blast to play against.
Now, for anybody who read the novel, will they get to see from what they read on screen, or are they taking liberties with, because this is a series?
Oh, they're gonna dig it. If you love the novel, you're gonna love this even more because the novel becomes a blueprint, a springboard for more. Because this is gonna, it's 8 hours, and here you get a chance to really expand on characters that were created by Naomi Alderman, but now you get to flesh them out.
Mm-hmm. Well, congratulations on the roles. You guys continue to do work. Fascinating. Keep it up. We're here to support wherever you guys are at.
Oh, thank you. Much love.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Wilson Morales from Black Women TV. How's it going?
Very well, thank you, man. Good to see you again.
Good. It's good to see you guys working, new series. What goes into saying yes to taking on this project? Is it the role? Is it the storyline? Or is it the time frame in which we can do it? Toheeb?
I think for me, it's the character and it's the art. I'm always, on a quest to find characters that are complex, complicated, nuanced, who get to grow and change, who deal with, a great range of emotion and also of thought. Like Tunde really changes the way he thinks pretty much episode by episode. And I think there's something really exciting about that. So there's a lot for me to grapple with as an actor.
I think all of the above, representing this kind of West African intelligent person that trying to find agency and power is a dream. That's why I'm doing this job, to be offered to that role. It was a yes immediately.
When you take on these roles, and I like to think when any actors take on the role, there's got to be a little bit of themselves in the characters that they're playing. Is there anything, especially when you do a series, over the time that you've been playing this character, is there any similarities within their traits and who you are?
I think for me, it's about taking up space. When I first started this job in 2020, I remember I walked on set and I was so nervous. But by the end, I just ended up taking a lot more space, like in my body, and the creatives really helped and supported me in that. So I think Ndudi goes on this kind of journey of finding her own voice. And I think as an actor, as Heather, like I definitely feel like I'm I'm progressing. I'm not there, but I'm on the way.
Definitely. I completely agree with that. I think there's so much of myself in Tunde. He's a young man. I'm a young man. He's a Nigerian. I'm a Nigerian. And we're both on this journey to like find our power and also figure out how we want to use these new platforms that we have. And yeah, like I think I love the parallels between us two in that regard.
You guys have worked with different people over the past with different projects. How long did it take before you guys started establishing chemistry as friends before you started getting them together as characters?
Oh man, I think that happened almost immediately for us too. We auditioned together. So in ours, we did our first auditions, but then we also have like chemistry tests where they pair up actors to see if they work well together. So Heather and I had been bouncing off each other from before we even had the roles. And so we were definitely messaging each other like, what do you know? Have you heard back? Have you got the job? Have I got the job? And so yeah, like that chemistry was almost there immediately with Heather and I.
Yeah, there was a mutual respect. So it was really easy to play these roles together.
Now, the characters going by how the play, how it is in the book, or are we getting a different take? So that way, if anybody's watching the show, are they expecting to see what they've read?
50-50. With Tunde, they are. Yeah, like a lot of the Tunde in the show is based on the Tunde in the book. And we've added a little bit more. We fleshed stuff out a little bit more, but pretty much it's the same character that people fell in love with in the books.
I'm a brand new character. I'm a brand new Black African woman in the story. So I'm really excited to be a part of the whole narrative of the series.
Congrats on the roles. Keep on working. We'll be here to watch to see where it goes. Take care.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you so
man.
much, Will.
Thank you very much, brother.
Wilson Morales from Black Filming TV. Hello, folks. How's it going?
Good afternoon.
Hello,
Wilson.
how are you?
Everybody always wants work, wherever it may come from. So for each of you, what came first that made you say yes? Was it the role, the novel that your office is being adapted for the screen, or the time frame which you can do this type of work? Eddie?
For me, it was a combination of two things. I just come to the end of Ray Donovan, where I was commuting back from the United States back home because my family were in London, but I was shooting in America. But also, they sent me the book first of all, and I read the book and was blown away by Naomi Alderman's writing. And then when I read the adaptation of the script, and I realized that it was Naomi Alderman and female writers, female producers, and all female directors, and to play a character of toxic masculinity like Bernie Monk, I just thought, what a great creative environment that must be to work in. So I took the job.
Ria?
Yeah, I just got sent the audition and thought that the character was so vibrant and headstrong and kind of she's got this kind of wild energy that I was really drawn to. And then when I was auditioning, I read the novel really quickly and just fell in love with it. I think Naomi Alderman's a visionary and thought it was incredible, the way that it holds a mirror up to society. And yeah, then I did 5 rounds of auditions, one with Eddie, and it finally paid off.
What about you, Zrinka?
Well, I think it's very nice to start your work on the wings of success. And thanks to the book, which was a bestseller, we all had that. So it's a very nice starting position. And what I love the most, it's just that bubble of international talent. And that's always my favorite kind of projects because you get to meet people from all different countries and different cultures, and they're all add another layer to the projects, and you grow as a person and as an artist. And art connects, and art doesn't have a language, or the only language is the emotion, which we all understand. So I love that. I love that about this project.
When you film a series over a period of time and you're playing a certain role, there has to be something within that role that you can relate with. You say, okay, this part of the character is a little bit of me. Was that the case as you played these roles that you could say, okay, I'm a little bit like this character or not? Zrinka?
I grew up with men. There were men like Bernie where I grew up. Violence and criminality was a valid career option. I didn't take it, but it was there. So I knew men like Bernie, and also Naomi Alderman gave me incredible resource material, family photographs, interviews with her father, a history for Bernie. So it was, I was really helped a lot in creating the character.
What about you, Ria?
I think I'm quite different from Roxy, actually. I think maybe we've both got I don't know, like maybe I've got some suppressed anger that it was very cathartic to play Roxy and release it. But yeah, I think we're quite different, really. And for me, like, acting is about escaping into a different character and a different role and a different person. So yeah.
We all know it's an escape at some point. What about you, Ria? Was there any little bit of that character? Did you say, okay, I'm a little bit like that or not? Or was this just a role?
For me, question for me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the same as Ria, and I never played a character that is so far away from me. So it was, it was interesting to finding that road, how to get to her and in her. But the one thing I did really and connect immediately, when I was a kid, I grew up in Croatia, and when I was a kid, the war came to Croatia. So I remember, and I was a refugee for 5 years and living in the shelters and all that. And I remember putting this and creating this invisible coat with like many layers of protection, just to, protect myself from all the shit that was happening. So, and that's exactly what Tatiana has.
Okay. Well, I haven't read the novel, so I'll be interested to see how this thing plays out over the 8 episodes. So congratulations to all of you. And actually, it's 9 episodes. So congratulations to all of you. Job well done. Take care of yourselves.
Thank you.